Oh yeah, the KTM 690 Enduro R. I'm just kidding. We're not talking about that bike. We're talking about this bike. Yep, that bike. We're going to get into it. We're going to talk about it on the Rant and Ride.
Look what happened. I woke up in a big old pile of money. Hey, all you KTM guys, come on. I'm Team Warren. Don't think I'm coming down on you. I, on the other hand, and you on the other hand, and a lot of people on the other hand, so why don't we have a 450? As a competitor to a lot of ice. But here's my thinking.
Hey, what is up? What's going on? Friday Rant Ride. Hope everybody had a nice, fantastic, beautiful week. Because it was nice here in Dallas-Fort Worth, I'll tell you what. Sunny, no rain this week, 70s, 80s, nice breeze today. I know I'm not wearing a jacket, so guess what? I'm enjoying it. That's why I'm doing around here, trying to stay off the freeway, stay out of that trouble spots. I know anything can happen anywhere, but you know what? It is what it is. So thank you to everybody that stops in, spends your time with me on your Friday evenings or on the weekend. Thank you very, very much. I really, honestly, truly do appreciate it. Don't forget, give us a like, smash that subscribe, be part of the channel. Don't forget our podcast Sundays and Thursdays. Thank you, thank you, thank you. On to the rant and the ride. Yeah, how about that intro? Suzuki. Rumored, but pretty credible. It's gonna happen. The DR Big. You guys even heard of that thing? Have you ever even heard of the DR Big? If you look on screen, look at that thing. It was a rally type single cylinder beast back in the day. We're talking 1988 is when that bad boy was released. Look at that thing. Just insane. And a single cylinder at that. So not only that, with it being a thumper, I just got a feeling that thing was a handful back in the day. But if you've even heard of the DR Big, let me know. Put it down below. Tell me about it. That thing was 727 cc bike. 720 cc's at 52 horsepower. That's pretty that's pretty cool, man. That's pretty neat. That is pretty cool. It had a huge gas tank. It started out at 7.7. Yeah, 7.7 gallons. It looked like one of those giant safari tanks. But then as it rolled on, they decreased it down to 6.6 gallons. And even at that, that's like KLR type, fuel capacity. And for a single cylinder at 52 horsepower, the KLR could only dream of having something like that. And a 35-inch seat height on that bike, it wasn't like super tall compared to, today's standards. Like my 690 is 37 inches. But, back in those days, that's pretty tall. That's pretty tall for 1988. Especially with like the XRs and those bikes that were out there. It's a pretty tall bike. It wasn't real pretty to look at. If you look at that goofy kind of beak, it really kind of had an odd look to it. Kind of looked like a, excuse me, a cross between, the BMW, the older 1200s, and like an XR had a baby or something. It just kind of awkward, but the way it was set up with that kind of rally looked pretty cool. I think that's my personal opinion. What do you think? Do you think it just looked big and goofy? I dig those old school style bikes. I just think they look cool. But it faded away and it lost its place. And well, guess what? 2020, it's rumored they're going to release this bike and bring it back into the wild. Kind of like what Honda did with that Africa Twin. So does it make sense to bring this DR Big back from Suzuki? Why not? I just, honestly, I think so. I think it's really pretty cool. Man, it's a great time to be into dual sport and adventure riding because we just got cool stuff. The 790 coming out. You know, then the 1090 that was, you know, a year or two before that. The Africa Twin. All of these different bikes that are coming out. It's a good time. It really is. And I really do hold on to think that Yamaha is going to release that 450R one day because I think it would be amazing. But this isn't about that. We're talking about the DR Big from Suzuki. And they're talking about it in 2020, bringing that bike back and putting it into production. So they're going to have to get it right. And to get it right, well, the other rumor is, and it's a pretty substantial rumor, so you heard it here on the 690, they're going to use that V-Strom engine. Why not? That thing is bulletproof. I owned a V-Strom, or the V-Strom, the 650. What a great bike. That engine was nothing but bulletproof. You want to talk about a bike with great response, and that motor just does a fantastic job. I mean, it just does. It does such a great job. So, here's the rumor, and I don't know which one to believe, but I will tell you this. The rumor is, and they have different photos and pictures of what they think it will be. The rumor is a potential 750, a 1000, and a 1200. I don't know. What do you think? My opinion, and this is me, just me. If they're going to build it off of that Suzuki V-Strom platform and take it from a single cylinder to a twin platform, man, why not go with that 650, remap it, get it up a little bit more, and make that 750. I think a 750 is perfect. I think it is just perfect for the market, for where we're at right now. Those mid-range bikes, I think, are amazing. I don't think that they need to create a 1000 or 1200 because it's saturated. You got the 1200, you got all of the other bigger bikes. You got the Africa Twin, which is 1000 cc. You've got the BMW 1200s. You've got the V-Strom. It's a 1000. Now, granted, it's not really truly an adventure bike. It's an adventure touring bike. I don't know. You tell me. What do you think? I think the 750 makes a whole lot more sense on that DR Big if they're going to bring it back. The other rumor, going spoke. Going to put a spoke tire on that. That's perfect. A 21-inch front and more than likely a 17-inch rear. But if they do a 750, man, go that 18. That would really make it fantastic. That's my personal opinion. It's going to be a 6-speed. You know that. It's going to be fuel injected. 5 gallons. It needs a 5-gallon tank on that bike. It needs at least 5 gallons. I think anything under 5 gallons is really kind of a fail. If you're going to make an adventure bike that is dirt capable, it needs 5 gallons. That way you can really, really get those highway miles in, and you can get off road, and you're not having to stop and get gas a whole bunch. It's going to be around 500 pounds. It just doesn't matter how you shake it or break it. Everybody knows those twins. It's just going to be a little bit heavy, but nobody knows what the frame's going to be on. But the rumor is, could be an aluminum frame. If that happens, you know as well as I do, there's going to be some weight shaving there. You know it's going to have ABS. They're going to have to make it switchable, and I'm sure they're going to get that right. That would be just crazy if they did not do that. And it's probably going to have ride modes. It just has to. It's got to have ride modes. All the bikes these days have ride modes. Just make sure you get it right, and don't get too crazy with the ride modes. That's my personal opinion. Make the ride modes right and make them perfect. Get them right, like they did with KTM on that KTM 790 Adventure R. Anyway, the DR Big from Suzuki. What do you know about it? Have you even heard of it? Do you know anything about that bike? I've ran across it a couple of times, and I just thought it was kind of a joke. But the more I have been digging into it, it's not a joke. It's probably coming, and it's actually very credible that it's going to happen. And would you even think about buying one? Would that be something that you could put in there against a 790 or, say, an Africa Twin or an 850 GS from BMW? What do you think? Tell me down below. Let other people know. And if you know anything about it, or if you've got more information than I have, put it down. I want to know, because I want to get it out there, because that's what this moto vlog is all about, is going in and just talking about stuff and getting stuff and creating chatter and getting it out there. Because make no mistake, we do get response on the 690 from all sorts of people from all over the world, and it's all because of guys like you that are watching and giving great comments and great feedback, and thank you so very much. Anyway, the DR Big from Suzuki 2020, they're saying they're probably going to drop that bike on us. Awesome. I can't wait. I think it's fantastic, and it's a great time to be into dual sport adventure riding. Anyway, Joe, you know, 690 ADV, 690adv.com. Don't forget our podcast Sundays and Thursdays, Rant and Rides on Fridays, and our 2-minute tips on Tuesdays. Thank you for stopping in, spending time with me, and giving great information and feedback and commenting, being part of it. Give us a like, smash subscribe, and thank you so much for being part of it. Don't forget our website, guys. Go sign up and be a part of that. Decals are kind of up and down right now, in the process of trying to get a bunch more made up, but we kind of ran out. So if you haven't got your decals, they're coming. I'm working on it. It's been a little crazy here lately at the 690. And but I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And don't forget, it's 690. We love all of you. 690 out.